So I wanted to go a little deeper into what I was speaking on yesterday, because I said I was so tired when I recorded that, but the point still remains the same. I said that when you credit closed practice religions, that you create diversity. And what I mean in that is that when you are very adamant about you can't practice this unless you this, you can't practice this unless you this, and you can't do this unless this. You did not come up with that information on your own. How dare you claim it's yours? God gave you that information. And I don't care what the fuck you call him in whatever religion it is that you practice. You yourself did not come up with this. You were guided to this to help you. And people who are becoming enlightened, they understand that they are here to help others. You, in saying, okay, you have to do this, you create division. And it's making you guys feel like you're high and mighty in this one sense, and it's leaving everybody else out in the cold. Black magic saved my life. And everything that I learn, because that's not what I'm doing, but everything that I learn is very advanced, and I teach it to a lot of people. It disgusts me that people have an in it for themselves mentality when it comes to spirituality. You are all in this life together trying to survive. And if one of you has an ability to help others make their lives better, then you should be sharing that gift. Now, you want money for it, you want whatever for it, okay, for your time, sure. But you all look at things in a very physical way, and that won't change until your Kundalini is active and moving through your chakra system. If you, and do not start with me about the Kundalini is already active. Well, not really, because when you actually activate it, it's like someone lit a rocket under your ass. So I don't want to hear it. I will always refer to it as Kundalini activation because of the way it literally is powerful. If you don't like it, get to my level and then complain. I don't want to hear it. So basically, when you are setting aside these different people, oh, well, we're so great because we do this, and you can't do this unless you're initiated. Your life is short here. Life is circular. What if you come back and you're one of those people in your next life who doesn't know anything and isn't initiated into anything and struggles to access help because you've accrued so much karma for being an asshole? So, my point though is that if you have something that can help people, you should be helping them. And it's very ABC. It's very, very blunt. You either want to help people or you don't. When you're enlightened, you want to help people. If you're not, you don't. And so if you see this and your spiritual practices are closed and you think that I'm wrong, well, let me just put it to you this way. My energy is so high voltage that it doesn't matter if there are 100 of you practicing a closed religion, you cannot pull the energy that I can pull. So draw your fucking symbols. Do whatever you need to do to make yourself feel like you're powerful. When I work energy, my entire body burns. My skin is burning. And I have literal electricity coming off my body. And you want to fuck with that? I don't call entities anymore. I basically am one. I have a high enough reach. So, you look comical, you look fucking corny out here. Oh, you have to bit to practice my... And on a side note, All of us, we look in the mirror and we see different skin color, different hair, whatever you see. And so to your mind, you believe that you're different, but you're all souls. Your soul is not the same as your physical body. Your body is not who you are. When you start being able to decipher your soul from your body, then you're making progress. But it's hard to make that, it's hard to find that separation at first because it doesn't really make sense. When you look in the mirror and you see differences and you believe that we are our differences instead of our souls, you perpetuate this hate that is ruining the world. Cultures will say, oh, people from this other culture did all this stuff to us and blah, 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 and we wanted it. Okay, great. What about all the people from that culture that you're shaming that helped people from your culture? Because you discredit, I don't care what you say, when you start throwing hate that's generalized, you are discrediting everything that the people in the other culture did in the past to help. Everyone who is not awake, your lives are so small. And that didn't make sense to me when I was not awake. I felt like I was doing a lot. Your lives are so small. They revolve around social media, eating, sleeping, shitting. You have a job that you probably don't love. You probably hate it, actually. If you don't, high five. You live in this circular door motion where you're just constantly pushing a revolving door. And then you die. And that's your life. And you focus on, well, this girl said this, or I have to post this, and this guy did this, so da-da-da-da. And you get caught up in these physical things and you completely miss what life is. When you become enlightened, you realize how small those things are. They don't matter. You think you feel like you're alive. You're not truly feeling like you're alive until your Kundalini is active. And when I say active, I mean flowing through your body in a powerful way. Everyone that I come in contact with, they are activated by my energy. I actually have never read about anything that's happening to me at this level. The people who have activated, they dream, and in their dreams, it is sight for me. They care about me in a deep way that doesn't really make sense. All these people getting activated are turning towards me. So, while you are out doing whatever, complaining that manifestation doesn't work, or complaining about the world, or complaining about whatever, people thrive. They live off of complaining. People fucking love to complain. You give someone a reason to bitch about something and they are so happy because they feel like they are validated. You are all so lost. You don't even know how lost you are. When I try to teach people what their purpose is in life, you should focus on what makes you feel passionate. Because whatever you feel passionately about, or whatever trauma that you've been through, the trauma is what you're going to help people overcome. And what you feel passionate about, that is the area you should focus on pursuing. Because when you become enlightened, you will take that path. If people viewed the world as we are all on a sinking ship and we're trying to bail water off the boat and working together, we would make it to shore. But people, I'm just disgusted by humanity, a lot of it, honestly. Someone was just telling me something about credit cards, how they bill you on a certain day so that you actually pay more. Even just small things like that disgust me. People are so selfish in this day and age. People are disgusting. And if you had everything and you felt happy, because those people who are like that, you have a very low vibration. And trust me, you do not want to have a low vibration because it takes nothing for a low vibration to go off the edge. People in a low vibration acting that way the completely in it for themselves way. It's just such a low, dirty energy. If you had everything you've ever wanted, and you felt truly loved and happy, and you didn't have wounds that weighed heavily on you, and you felt clear and light and peaceful, and you did good for someone and they felt happy, and then you in turn got happiness from that, it's a whole different life. Everything is energy. So are you going to contribute to the world in a positive way, or are you going to walk around throwing trash?